Every team needs a Higgins. Let's decorate Leslie. Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together. Today we're decorating Higgins from Ted Lasso. And like with the other cookies, I started out by hand cutting these, and if you don't know how to do that, I'll link a tutorial in the description. And then I'm using a 15-second flood consistency icing to outline the edges and to fill this cookie in. To outline, you just want to touch down and you want to lift up your piping bag and go as close to the edge as you can as you drag a line around the cookie. It's okay to start and stop because we're going to fill in the entire inside. So just stay as close to the edge as you can. And if you're like me, you kind of went over the edge. So just take a dampened paintbrush and wipe all of that excess icing away that's hanging over the edge, and then fix your outline. And then because my icing is a 15-second consistency, I can start filling it in right up next to that outline. And if I jiggle the icing as I pipe, it'll settle down a little bit easier and quicker. Now, if your royal icing is thinner than a 15-second consistency, you're going to want to leave a little gap and then use your scribe or your toothpick to get your icing all the way out to that outline. And then use your scribe and toothpick to settle the icing down and pop any air bubbles. And then I set this cookie aside to dry completely. And I came back in with my projector and I traced the image on with a non-toxic pencil. You can also use the paper piecing method and even the tissue paper method, and I'll leave a link for those methods in the description. And I apologize because my lighting is terrible, but I'm using a skin-colored icing here, and I'm just outlining the face, and then I'm going to flood that in with the exact same icing. All of my icing consistencies will be about a 15-second consistency. So just immediately flood that back in, and I bumped the table so the camera shook a little bit. I apologize for that as well. But I'm just going to flood in his entire face with that same icing. I'm using a cookie turntable to put my cookie on so I can easily turn the cookie and get to the areas where I need to without having to touch the cookie and possibly messing it up. So I highly recommend one of those. You can get them on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. But if you don't want to do that, you can always just use a paper towel or even a paper plate or some kind of plate that you can turn without having to touch the cookie. And then once you've got that all flooded in, use your scribe to settle the icing down and pop any air bubbles. And then I set it aside to dry for about 10 to 15 minutes before coming back in and piping in his ears. I wanted it to dry a little bit because I wanted there to be separation between the ears and the face. Just put a couple of lines of icing for the ears and then grab your scribe or you can grab your toothpick and settle those down and shape them as you need to. And make sure you're covering up the outline that you drew on with your edible marker or your non-toxic pencil because we don't want to see that when the cookie is finished. Next, I'm grabbing my white icing and I'm just going to put the little collar of his shirt. So we're going to use a real technical term here. Put a blob of icing down for his collar and then shape it with your scribe. These areas are too little to really get your piping bag into and pipe it in with any finesse. So a blob works, and then use your scribe to shape it. And then my icing here for his pants is a little bit too thin. It's a little runny. And I have a really big hole cut in the bag, but I'm going to outline and flood in his pants and then really shape it with my scribe because my icing was really too thin to hold much of a shape. And if your icing gets too thin like this, you can thicken it up with just a little bit of powdered sugar. And I had set the cookie aside to dry again before coming back in and piping the bottom part of his shirt. And then now I'm just going to pipe in his arms. So just going to put a line here, a little thick line for both of his arms. And once again, I'll use my scribe to shape it. I'm making these cookies for my husband. He's a huge Ted Lasso fan, and if you watched the video tutorial on Keely, you already know that. And he's super excited that another season of Ted Lasso is going to be coming on soon. How about you? Are you a big Ted Lasso fan? Are you all set to watch season 4? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'm using a 15-second consistency royal icing just to pipe a couple of lines for his shoes here. And once again, I'll shape it with my scribe. These cookies might be considered more intermediate one because they're characters, and characters are always a little bit harder to get right. But mostly it's just because there's so many different little sections and you need to let each section dry for at least 15 minutes or so until it crusts over before you come back in and pipe the section next to it so that you can keep separation between the areas. So I just piped in the top of his tie with the red icing. I just made another blob and then shaped it with my Scribe. And now I've made a blob for the rest of his jacket, and I'll shape that again with my Scribe. So again, you can't really get your piping bag in here too well, so a big blob works, and then just move it around and shape it with your Scribe as you need to. And then once you have that jacket looking just like you need to, set it aside to dry again until the icing crusts over, so about 15-20 minutes. And you could have piped the hair right here as well, but I didn't do that. And in fact, I don't even have a video of piping the hair. I don't know what happened to it, but I can't find it, so apologies for that. After the jacket dried a little bit, I added the rest of the tie, shaped it with my Scribe, and set it aside to dry once again. Now I'm going to come in and put in toothpick lines here for the lapels of the jacket. And I'm going to use my Scribe to shape this, but I'm also going to use a dampened paintbrush where I've wiped off all of the excess water on a paper towel. And I'm just going to manipulate this icing by shaping it how I want to. So I'm going to remove a little bit of icing right here. And I'll keep wiping off my paintbrush and getting it wet and wiping off all the excess water to clean it up as I need to, as I shape this little section here. And if your icing is a really thin consistency, you're going to need to wait for this to set up a little bit before you're going to be able to shape it with your paintbrush. And I'm just going to keep obsessing about this until I get it the way I like it. One thing about decorating cookies is you just kind of need to color within the lines with your royal icing. And just about everything can be fixed with a dampened paintbrush or a Scribe. See, not too bad. So I set my cookie aside to dry completely. Of course, I piped the hair off camera. Sorry again about that. And then I have some edible paints, and I'm just going to paint in some white for his teeth here. And I'll list all of the supplies that I use in the description so that if you want to make this cookie, you'll know exactly what you need. And sometimes I find it easier to paint the details on a cookie rather than using a marker, but if you have edible markers, those will work just fine for this as well. And as I'm decorating this cookie, I'm wondering what I would do if I had a Higgins in my life that could just run everything for me and take care of everything. And I think what I would enjoy having a Higgins most for is for all of the background stuff that needs to be done to run a small cookie business. Uploading the cookie cutters to the website, posting on social media, all of those little details that take up so much time but are so necessary to do. And I absolutely love making these videos and sharing them with you. But if I could have somebody upload it and take care of all of that in the background, that would be amazing. So I'm adding a little highlight to the eyes here, and then I'm going to pipe in the eyebrows, and I have a clog in my piping bag, so I just pinched that out, and then I continued on. And sometimes that will happen when you have a really tiny hole cut in your piping bag, or when you've added powdered sugar to thicken it up after the fact and you haven't mixed it in quite all the way. So again, I'm just adding the rest of the details here with my paintbrush, and this cookie is almost done. What would you use a Higgins for? Let me know in the comments. I think if Higgins was watching this, he'd say, well, this is coming along rather nicely, isn't it? And here he is, Leslie Higgins in cookie form. I hope you enjoyed decorating along with me. I've got even more Ted Lasso character tutorials on the way, so if there's someone you're hoping to see next, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.